Boom, 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 bam. I'm back. What's up, what's up, what's up? Come on in, y'all. It's the Great Debate Show. Let's get it cracking. Got some stuff to talk about here. Week 13 in the NFL. Almost wrapped up. Almost over with. Still waiting on a few things to unfold here on these late games. We only got 3, so I figured I'd come on in and get this thing started right now. Got some games right this week. Got some games wrong. Not many, but the one team that I did get wrong, unfortunately for me, was my own damn team. But again, I always said if we lose, if we win, if we lose, I think we may lose because of the weather, but I hope I'm wrong. There was no inclement weather. The wind was crazy, and it's cold as fuck in Cleveland, but there was no snow. There was no rain. There was no precipitation. I didn't see any of that. They say that's coming later on in the day. 49ers were able to get past that. But yeah, the Niners improved to 9-4. We want to talk about it. We said they're supposed to be 2-4. 10-4 before that 3-game stretch where we see the the Colts and the Bears and then the Seahawks. And I don't know if that's going to go from 10-4 to 10-7, or are we going to pull out a few wins in those games as well? I'm not sure. A few positives that I want to talk about with the Niners, especially the special teams. But first of all, how y'all doing, man? It's Sunday, fun day. Hope y'all having a great evening. This is the Great Debate Show. I really don't need the Chargers to get this touchdown. Why did I go plus 9.5? Anyway, welcome. How y'all doing, man? This is the Great Debate Show. The Great Debate Show is available on all social media platforms. Follow, share this live stream. I encourage you to do so. It attracts more viewers and it helps me out in the algorithm. Follow the Great Debate Show on YouTube. Subscribe to the Great Debate Show and hit the notification bell because you never know when your favorite unk might pop back up. All right. So the Niners improved to 9-4 and the Panthers stunned the Rams. So the Niners win, the Rams lose. The Rams still are number 1 in the division for now at 9-3. They dropped from 9-2 to 9-3. We're only a half game behind them now at 9-4, and we're going on our bye week. A much needed one for the 49ers. I'm going to check and see if we came away from this game unscathed, because I think we actually did, which is a big surprise because that just hardly ever happens. I'm waiting on somebody to come in here because they said they wanted to hear my take. And I would like for them to be in here, but I don't see their name yet. What's up to Ferg? What's up to Mar? Yeah, I never said we weren't making the playoffs. Yes, we're making the playoffs, Mar. What's up to Clivia Williams? Dub City. Ty says, yo, what's up, Ty? Mar, what's up? Thank you for liking the live. Conan Scott, thank you for the gift badge. You seeing this backup quarterback for the Steelers? You talking about Aaron Rodgers because he's still playing, right? Or is he not? Touchdown Buffalo. I need that. I know that. I need that. And I need the Raiders to somehow lose by less than 10. I don't know if that's going to happen. Conan Scott, thank you for coming in here and joining me, man. He's talking about Aaron Rodgers. He's called him a backup. I hope he continues to play like one. Buffalo making a good run here, and I need them to win. Yes, we're making the playoffs, Mar. What's up, Frank the Tank? Thank you for sending me that GOAT ×4. Thank you, man. And thank you for being a regular viewer here on the show. Nola SoCal 26. Thank you for the #1 gifted badge. Bang, bang, right back at you, brother. More likes attract more viewers. So y'all please keep it up. Thank y'all. I see the hearts clicking and clicking and clicking. It looks beautiful. And it matches me, all the red hearts. I appreciate it. Tim Rimbert. Appreciate it, bro. All right. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. Let's see who else we got here. Frank the Tank said, Unc, what's up, brother? You. Columinati 28. Thank you for joining. Like the name. Tim Ripper says, how about them Cowboys? Hey, man, how about them? There's the point shaving. Mr. Extra Point. Marissa Yajaria, thank y'all for joining. People really doubted us, says the B. Well, if you're making fun of me, like I said, I hope that I was wrong. I didn't know. I was worried about today. I never said we couldn't beat them. I just didn't know. But when you say doubt us, what do you mean? Like, we ain't done anything yet. We're winning games that we're supposed to win. Everybody said that this was going to be a 4-game winning streak, right? Cardinals, Panthers, Browns, out to the bye week Titans. We all thought that this would be a 4-game winning streak. I was just worried about the Panthers and the Browns because of their defense and our quarterback. But today, he looked fairly good. He did enough. Shout out to our special teams, though. They put us in some great situations. I mean, Sky Moore is really, really starting to come into his own. He's really starting to hit his stride. Our special teams starting to hit their stride. And I ain't trying to do any theories, no conspiracies here, but is it me, or does it seem like the offensive line is blocking a lot better now that Purdy is back into the fold? That's just what it seems like. Myles Garrett got 1 sack, and we were talking about he probably will break the record on us today, which I didn't want that to happen, but now he's only 3 sacks away from breaking that record, and I think he's going to shatter it. Shout out to Trent Williams. He did a great job. Shout out to Colt McKivitz. He could have did worse. I've seen him do worse. So not bad. They were moving Myles Garrett around trying to get there, and he only got there once. So I think it was only 1 sack. So, and I think that's the only sack Purdy had. So good game. I know I said Jawan Jennings probably shouldn't get paid. We should just move on and get somebody more dynamic. But he is turning back into third and reliable again. He's looking better than Ricky Pearsall. Is Ricky Pearsall not 100%? I don't know. We'll talk about that in a minute. But right now we got the Seahawks up 19-0 on the Vikings. We've got the Chargers up on the Raiders 14-7, and then I believe they're about to score again. And right now Buffalo, who was down 7-3 at halftime, have all of a sudden just scored 13 unanswered. They've got a 16-7 lead right now over the Pittsburgh Steelers in Pittsburgh. And I really do need that win. Let's talk about the Carolina Panthers, and then I'm going to get back to my Niners. The Rams lost to the Panthers today. And if anybody knows or remembers, I was here this morning live recapping Survivor Series war games. And as I was talking about it, hold on, let me speak to, I didn't see I had anybody on YouTube over here. Thank y'all for joining me. Here we go. JK Gaming. Thank you. He said, nice fit. Thank you so much, JK. Luca in the building, talking about the Cowboys. Caribbean Cleaning Service says hi. Cube Master, hello to you too. How y'all doing? Dexter, Cube Master, thank y'all for joining me. This is the Great Debate Show. And this morning, y'all, when I was recapping Survivor Series, and I told y'all Austin Theory is about to join the Vision. That's him that was in all black under the mask. I told you all the Panthers and the Rams game is a trap game. Damn, the Chargers did score. They're up 2 touchdowns. I need the Raiders to put up more points. Damn it. I said that the Panthers could win this game at home against the Rams. Why? Because they looked bad last week against us. The week before that, they looked good. The week before that, they looked bad. You get where I'm going? They're one of the most inconsistent teams in the NFL to date. So I said, I can see the Panthers beating the Rams. This is the perfect game. The Rams are so good. And y'all know how it works in this week-to-week league. And if you watch any other sports, media, all that stuff that they do on television, the minute that everybody on national television says this is the best team in the league, that's when they fall, or that's when they slip. Everybody has pretty much anointed the Rams #1. And as soon as everybody done that, look what happened. They go to Carolina and they lay an egg. Now they're 9-3, and I don't know who they've got next week, but I know that the Niners have no one. And if the Niners on this bye week could get the Rams or the Seahawks or both to lose, they're going to come back and they're going to go 10-4 as they play the Titans at home in week 15. This NFC West picture could really start to get more interesting. You know, like it was a few weeks ago, a month ago or so. It's not over with yet. It's really not over with yet. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers is still in there. Yeah, that was a good one. He said, did you see the backup for the Steelers? Yeah, man, Aaron Rodgers looks like one. He's going to put it all on his wrist. That's what he's going to say. But it's not his throwing arm. That wrist, it's his left. So really don't have too many excuses to make. Anyway, the Panthers stunned the Rams, but they didn't stun me. because I told you all, watch out for that game. I wouldn't bet on it. Stay away from it. Minus 600, minus 700, who cares? They hit Matt Stafford. They caused Matt Stafford to throw 2 interceptions. Matt Stafford had a fumble. I think it was a fumble, scoop, and score. Yeah, this is what happens when you put your hands on the quarterback. All of this, oh man, he's the MVP, this, that's what they were saying about Daniel Jones for a minute, you know, until his ass started getting hit. Now he's lost 2 straight games. I told you the Houston Texans would go into Indianapolis and beat them. Got that right. I told you the Panthers could win. I wasn't quite firm with it, I'll admit, but I said I ain't touching that game. I think the Panthers are going to beat them. No, you know what I did? Before I finished, I said, fuck it. I'm going Panthers. I know I'll probably be wrong, but fuck it. That's how I get some of this stuff wrong, because I go against the grain. I go over the top. You know, I say some of the most unhinged things on this podcast, and, you know, until it actually happens. I told you all, the Texans will beat the Colts. The Panthers will beat the Rams. And now that we won, which, again, there was no snow. There was no rain, no sleet. The inclement weather, it was some high winds, some gusty winds, I'll admit. But we ran the ball a lot, like I said. But Purdy still had about 25, 26 pass attempts. He was like 16 of 29. That's 16 completions, 13 incompletions. Not bad. Only 168 yards. But hey, man, I'll take every bit of it, because the main thing that Purdy did today that I was impressed with, y'all, I'm going to be critical of him when he's bad. I'm going to be the complete opposite when he's good. And he was impressive today. And the reason why I say he was impressive, not because he threw for 168 yards. Ain't nothing impressive about that. He had 16 completions, 13 incompletions. Nothing impressive about that. But against this defense, because the Browns have a good defense, we blocked up good, surprisingly, better than I could imagine, in the wind that he was throwing up against. And he didn't turn the ball over. That was the number one thing that I'm like, if you can do that more, we could still do some things. We could make some noise. We could upset a few motherfuckers in this NFC playoff picture. But if we see the Purdy that we saw last Monday night, that's not going to happen. So I just wanted to say that Purdy did not turn the ball over today. He was very, very quick and decisive with, I'm just going to throw it away. Oh, shit, there's Myles Garrett. Let me just throw it away. Now, he might have had 1 or 2 plays where I'm like, throw it away, Purdy. Throw it away, Purdy. Throw it away, Purdy. But then he would throw it away. I don't mind him trying to buy time, extend the play, and make something happen. It's just, I don't like him being reckless with the ball. Today, he was not reckless. And that's why we won the game. 26-8 in Cleveland. It wasn't pretty. Our 2 touchdowns, 3 touchdowns, 2 of the 3 touchdowns we got actually was set up by a 66-yard punt return by Sky Moore, who, like I said, he's really starting to hit his stride. We're going to really need him in these cold games coming into the postseason. He's going to make some plays for us, and I think he's going to return one all the way to the house. He ain't quite got there yet, but he's getting there. I'm impressed with the special teams. I can't believe I'm saying this. We ain't been good in special teams since, what, the Ted Ginn Jr. days under Harbaugh. So he got us down there in the red zone, touchdown. Then we got a muff punt. We were inside the 30, touchdown. So, you know, like, there's nothing to brag about. I'm not going to overreact, but I am happy with being 9-4, considering all the injuries that we have. And Purdy didn't turn the ball over. That is the most impressive thing that he could do for me as a fan, and I appreciate it. Because I'll admit, I was shaking in my boots so much to where I said, I'm not about to talk shit about no Cleveland Browns and have to come on here and face the music and eat, you know, some humble pie and some crow on the side with that, because I bragged about we're about to beat these teams down and we lose to Cleveland. So I will say that, yeah, I'd rather be right than biased. And even when I'm wrong, if my team wins, I'm totally okay with it. Brock Purdy, no turnovers today. That's the highlight of Sunday for me. And the Rams lose too. That's just the cherry on top. Shout out to the Carolina Panthers. They were good today. That means they'll get their asses whooped next week, more than likely, right? This is going to have to stop at some point if they want to make the playoffs, if they want to take the NFC South away from Tampa Bay. They're 7-6, and the Buccaneers won today against the Cardinals, and that was a hard-fought battle, but they are now 7-5. So at 7-5, and the Panthers at 7-6, the Panthers are still just a half a game back. King Mikey, what's up with you, man? He said, what up, Unc? How's it going out there? Have you made it home yet? I hope so. Safe travels. If not. Ray Garcia, how you doing? The Real Batman, how are you doing? I like Batman. That's what I'm talking about. Batman rules, man. Still DRE in the building, sharing the live. Thank you so much for sharing the live. I encourage more viewers to share. Thank you so much. Dre, how you feeling, man? You guys lost to the Carolina Panthers. What's up, Damn? Thank you for joining. Peyton, thank you for joining. Bad PPL. Bad. They need to get Ricky more involved. What's up with that? I don't think he's 100%. I think he's just back as a decoy for Purdy. He's another option. He's got a little speed, and it takes the top off a little bit. It keeps people, guessing. So people are going to follow him around, and Jennings can do what he does underneath. I'm concerned with him not being more involved. I think he's probably not 100%, but they don't want to tell us that because we'll read between the lines and know what he's doing. Kyle, no style, that is. Yeah, Buffalo's going to win this game, I think, with ease. But the Raiders are letting me down. I shouldn't have went plus 9.5. But every time I bet on a team to cover, they don't. Fuck. Mikey, what's up, man? Niner 4886. Get KB hot again. He was balling with Mac. I know. And it's like he got one target today. One target. That's all I saw. And it was an incompletion. He caught it, but Purdy drove it out of bounds. If we could get KB back in the mix, and if Ricky Pearsall can show us what we saw the first 4 weeks of the season, Brandon Ayuk who? We wouldn't need him if these guys would show up. Right now it's just a Purdy to Jawan Jennings and Kittle show with a heavy dose of Christian McCaffrey. That's it. And that's why I'll be wanting dynamic players, because we be nickel and dime and penny pinching our way to the end zone just methodically with these short plays and here and there. If we had a dynamic player, we could get it all in one pop sometimes. And we just never have had that player to do that. Not since the Terrell Owen days. That's been a long fucking time. Okay, but anyway. The 49ers win. We're 9-4. The Rams lose. They're 9-3. That's a good thing for the 49ers. Let's see here. 2 per says Niners aren't anything without CMC, I believe they're trying to say. Let's be serious. No offense if he gets hurt. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. And it would force, what's his name, to have to be more creative, which he proves every week that he's not by running CMC into the ground. Well, good comment, 2 per. Demetrius Smith says 49ers fan mad if Seahawks about to win. Yeah, they're going to win, but I ain't mad. It is what it is. They're still about to be 9-3. That's okay. We're 9-4. They still have to play next week. While we're on the bye week, who knows? The Seahawks and the Rams could lose. I can see that happening. Somebody tell me who the Seahawks and the Rams have next week. I can see it happening. Shout out to East Palo Alto. Okay, Bay Area in this biatch. What's up, JT 650? What's up, Chris, Cyndia, Nick Griffin, Brandon Flowers, Lucifer, Jay, Demetrius Smith said, be real. We ain't losing to the Falcons, bro. Shout out. Okay. Hold on. Who is we? Oh, you're not a Niner fan. I'm so happy. I've seen enough. 49er Super Bowl next year, says David. Demetrius. Oh, Demetrius is a Seahawk fan. I'm sorry. I'm not mad that the Seahawks are about to win. To be honest with you, though, why would I be? I'm good. Y'all still got to beat us. But I appreciate you being in here with me, though. I really do. Y'all are about to go 9-3. So you're saying you're playing the Falcons next week, and you said we're not about to lose to the Falcons. Gotcha. We play them next week on the road. On the road. Interesting. You know what? Rams fans said they wouldn't lose to Carolina on the road either, but they did. Now, I ain't here saying that you're going to lose to Atlanta. I'm just saying that I wouldn't be surprised if both teams that we need to lose actually lose while we're on the bye week. You know, that happens for us sometimes. We can just sit back, kick our feet up, and good things happen, and we don't even fucking play. I'm just saying. It could happen. Atlanta, Seattle at Atlanta. I'll tell you what, man. Kirk Cousins didn't look as good today as he did last week. But going back into that nice and warm dome, where it's nice and cozy, yeah, he might ball a little bit. He might ball a little bit. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I wouldn't expect y'all to lose that game. Who does the Rams have next week? Can somebody help me out there? Dre, where you at? DRE, Steel Dre, where you at? Tell me who y'all got next week. I want to hear it. JPX River said Dub City. DJ Loop, BTX. Rams got the Cardinals next week. That's a win. All right, so look. So when we come back from the bye week, the Rams may be 10-3. The Seahawks probably are going to be 10-4. 10-3. They'll both be 10-3 next week. And then week 15, we're gonna do what we're gonna do. We're gonna go 10-4 and beat the Titans, and we'll see who the Seahawks and the Rams play week 15. They're both probably gonna win week 14, but hey man, what they say, any given Sunday. You just never know. All right, back to YouTube. How you doing, Joler? Burr. Hold on, I messed it up every time, man. Joel Burt. I'm just gonna leave it at that. They say hi, I'm saying hi. What's up? How you doing? Bonjour. Bonjour. Let's see here. Belgium. Who is this? Upak Misha. Hello. Hello to you. Quentin with the basketball emojis. Okay. Hello to y'all, man. Thank y'all for joining me. I'll be having people on YouTube visiting me from Turkey, joining me and watching me. I really do appreciate it. It's the Great Debate Show. The Niners improved to 9-4 with their win in Cleveland. We take any of them that we can get, however we can get it. Shadur did not look very good today. They ran the ball a whole lot, which says a lot. And Dylan Gabriel came in for one play, and Shadur was like, I'm good, get out. And he just didn't really light it up. He had one good touchdown pass. We left somebody wide the fuck open. But outside of that, not a big day. Judkins had a few good runs, but not so much either. 16-7 Buffalo over Pittsburgh. We're going into the fourth quarter there. Seattle up 26-0. They didn't let me bet on that when I was trying to do my parlay. Now, that's one game that I didn't mind saying they're going to cover. They got a rookie quarterback playing for Minnesota, so, how did you expect that to go? All right, 24-7. The Raiders are done. I'm cooked. They're not going to get that 9 plus 9.5 for me like I needed. I mean, they've got to quickly get at least 15. Well, they could actually do that, one score, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. But then I would still need the Chargers to not score anymore, and that's not gonna happen. So anyway, I'm not winning no money today. It's all right because I gotta win. I got a dub. We got a dub. Okay, so the Rams, man, what y'all want to tell me? What happened? Stafford threw 2 interceptions and a fumble that was returned for a touchdown. The interception was returned for a touchdown, and another one on top of that. So with 2 picks and a fumble, and 2 of those turnovers leading to touchdowns, the Panthers get the win. This is what happens with any quarterback in the league, I try to tell you. Even Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson. If you can't protect them, or if they coming at you and they hitting your ass, you're gonna get caught. And this was a trap game, and I knew something would happen, and another interception for Seattle. Yeah, that rookie is really struggling. How bad can Carson Wentz be? Or is he injured? How bad can you be if you take a chance on putting a rookie in? I think the Seahawks fumbled that interception return, though. Minnesota's actually going to get it back. But that game's over with. And we only lost 1 road game this year, says Demetrius Smith. Okay. That's cool. Good for you, man. Good for you. Hey, man, I ain't no hater. The Seahawks are a good team. I've been saying that all year long. I don't know if you've been here watching me say that, but I have. User 674 said, let's go Niners. Big win. It wasn't a big win, but I'll take the win. We beat the Cleveland Browns, y'all. It wasn't a big win, but we needed to win. We were supposed to win. Lost Mob 415 says, let's go. Bang, bang. Right back at you, brother. Nancy M. So are the Niners making the playoffs? Yes. Yes. We've got Tennessee coming up after the bye week. That'll be 10-4. And then it's those 3 games that I worry about. Colts, Bears, Titans. Colts, Bears, Seahawks. Now, we could lose all 3 of those games and go 10-7. Sometimes the way we've looked, that's exactly what I think will happen. However, special teams looks better. I think that helps the offense. Well, you know it helps the offense. Put us in better field position, which helps Kyle do what he does. He doesn't have to be as creative when we are already close to the end zone. Brock Purdy, if he can keep playing the way he played today, not turning the ball over, just throwing it away, getting rid of it quickly, being decisive, not being careless, we can be good. We can really be good. I just need to see Ricky Pearsall step it up. What's going on with him? Kendrick Bourne, what's going on with him? If we can just get all those things flowing, man, we really could do some things. The defense, dare I say, they're looking slightly better. And I know they played the Panthers and the Browns these past few weeks, but man, Carolina did some things to the Rams today that they didn't do on us at all on Monday Night Football. So I don't want to say I'm encouraged. I don't want to say, it's kind of encouraging the way they've been playing. They're stepping it up. Those puppies are starting to grow a little bit. All of them don't look like puppies anymore. I'm not going to lie. Upton Stout, Alfred Collins, who was that I saw? Who's Big 92? What's his name? Is that Elliott or who's Big 92? He made some plays today. Who else we got? Cleveland Ferrell. How did I forget him? He's got a few sacks here in the past few games. Josh Allen just scored again. Buffalo's going to win this game. They're up 22-7 now. They're going to win. But yeah, Cleveland Ferrell, got him back. We're lucky to get him back. Got him on the practice squad. That happened for about 2 days, and then he was on the main roster. And now he's starting to tear it up. He's getting sacks. He's getting to the quarterback. Now, I don't want to overreact again. Shadir Sanders holds the ball too fucking long. So I don't know if that's a sack against another quarterback, but he's gotten a few here in the past few weeks. So I want to say he's got like 3 or 4 in the past couple of weeks. So if we could just get more turnovers, more interceptions. We got one today off a muff point, but if we could just get more interceptions and more sacks and sack fumbles and things like that, man, our offense can take care of our offense can take care of the rest, in my opinion. So, dare I say I'm a little optimistic, just a little bit, but let's just get past the Titans. Let's get through this bye week. Let's see who can come back healthy after the bye week. Let's get the Titans out of the way. Go 10-4, and then let's see. The Colts game doesn't look as scary as I once thought. I'm not as worried as I once was because the Colts did not look good last week against Kansas City. They had a chance to put them to bed. Let's get ready for the funeral services because the Chiefs were almost dead on life support and they didn't pull the plug. The Cowboys had to do it. And then this week they come back home and they don't play good offensively against the Texans. Not good enough. The Texans, #1 defense in the league, though. They won 20-16, and I told you they would win. Touchdown Raiders. Come on, Raiders. I need you to get one more. A stop and get one more, please. I'm sorry. I got out of the moment for a minute. I'm thinking about that damn parlay. But anyway, yes, I lost my train of thought. The Colts, I'm not really scared about them. And I don't really respect them like a lot of you do. So I've said before, though, even though I've apologized to Daniel Jones and all of those people, the Colts are only going as far as the Colts take them. Mikey says Carson Wentz is out for the season. Oh, I didn't know that. My bad. Not my bad. I did not know that. So they can't use him. That's right. Carson Wentz out for the season, so they can't use him. J.J. McCarthy out. Can't use him either. They stuck with the rookie. How did Vegas know to say 8.5 wins for the Vikings this season, over or under? They seem to get it right. Who is this right here? Yasmin for life. Thank you. I appreciate that. King Mikey, 2 turnovers. It took this long for him to turn over in 10 weeks. That's right. That's true. But I'll take it any way I can get it. He's talking about Stafford and those turnovers. As an Eagle fan, I don't see y'all winning 2 games of your last 4. I don't see y'all beating the Colts or Seattle. But that's a good take, Mikey. At one point, I didn't see us doing that either. I really didn't. However, now, hello to you, Yasmin. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm trying to read so many comments. Thank you, and thank you again, and hello. Hope you're doing well. I hope you subscribe to the Great Debate Show. I give a lot of great content here in sports and entertainment. Subscribe, hit that notification bell, because you just never know when your favorite unk might pop back up. The notification bell and subscribe on YouTube, on TikTok. That YouTube link is in the description. Mikey, I don't know about the Colts and the Seahawks game. I don't know about the Bears game, to be honest with you. That one's in between that. I think the Week 18 game is going to really be very, very, very big, very huge, important for both teams. Week 18, Seattle at San Francisco. Which way that's going to go, I don't know. What our record would be, I don't know. But the Colts game, I'm not that worried about anymore. If we could win that game too and go 11-4, we can afford to lose to Chicago. Chicago's defense is playing better. The run game is really, really doing good. But our defense is really starting to shape it up. I mean, I'm not trying to brag again because that was the Browns, but it didn't look bad. It didn't look bad. Okay. Thank y'all so much for joining me, y'all. I'm not going to really hold you much longer. I just wanted to just come in here and, chop it up about some of these games today. What else was important to talk about? Miami beat the Saints. That was no surprise. I got that right, too. Who else? Told you the Texans would beat the Colts. Got that right. The Bills are about to beat the Steelers. Got that right. I know I was saying the Steelers a few days ago, but this morning I said, screw it, man. Buffalo's going to win that game. I can see the Steelers dropping to 6-6, which they're about to. The Ravens are 6-6. And what do you know? The Cincinnati Bengals are just 2 games behind. Just 2 games behind the Ravens and Steelers. I think both teams, and I know Cincinnati can't afford to lose another one, but I will not be surprised. I'm going to keep saying it. Bengals, Steelers, Ravens, all 3, 9-8. Who's going to make the playoffs? Who's going to win the North? I can see that happening, though. Seriously. I thought the Raiders scored a touchdown. What's going on here? They took it away? Oh, no, there it is. Okay. We got the Broncos and the Commanders coming up tonight. I won't be here after that game. Ain't nothing to talk about. Even if the Broncos got upset, ain't no big deal. Josh Allen just made history, though. The reigning MVP broke Cam Newton's record for most rushing touchdowns. Congratulations to to Josh Allen. Okay, earlier games. As I said, Texans beat the Colts 2016. Dolphins beat the Saints 21-17. Jaguars over the Titans 25-3. Jets beat the Falcons 27-24. I told you the Jets would beat the Falcons. Kirk Cousins, he's so inconsistent. Kirk Cousins could get hot next week, though, Mr. Seattle. Watch out for that. What else? Buccaneers beat the Cardinals 2017. Buccaneers are 7-5. Panthers 7-6. After beating the Rams 31-28. Got that one right, too. I was on a roll, kind of, to be honest with you. I was on a roll. I did all right. And no, I did not pick my team. I was worried about Purdy and that weather, the weather conditions. But I did not see one drop of rain, sleet, or snow. But it's probably about to come down right now because they said it was going to be later on in the game. The Niners beat the Browns 26-8 in Cleveland. And that's pretty much it. Commanders and Broncos tonight. Giants and Patriots tomorrow night. Patriots are probably going to win their 10th straight. I wouldn't bet on it, though, because usually when teams win so many games straight, they're bound for a loss. They're just due for one, just like the Rams were today. But if they win, what would that make them, like 11-2? The Broncos are going to win their 9th straight tonight. The Patriots winning their 10th straight, that I don't know. They don't give the ball to that dude enough, man, that big-ass tight end for Pittsburgh. That dude like 300 pounds, I think. I think he admitted that. Okay. Congrats to the Panthers. Max Samuels. That's right. Congrats to the Panthers. I'm going to start back playing my clips, man, from August, man. I told you all the Panthers are going to be better. I can see them going like 9-8 on the cusp of a wild card game. Maybe. Let's see here. What else did I miss here? If y'all can stop Jonathan Taylor, y'all good. As I said, Mikey, the Colts are only going to go as far as Jonathan Taylor takes them. Now, will we stop them? That I don't know. Your favorite girl wrestled last night. Wrestled last night? I know Liv came back. She's one of my favorites. Naomi's gone. Who are you talking about? Lash Legend? Because I like her too now. She's going to be good. Niners already beat Seattle 4-1 in the division, says Max Samuels. That's right. Tell that to Demetrius Smith over here on TikTok. He's the one who's running his mouth. But it's all good. It's all fun and games. Could Commanders pull the trig and beat the Broncos because they might start Daniels? Nah, I already got a report saying that Daniels is not playing tonight. So if he was playing, I probably would want to pull the trigger on that upset. But nah, if he's not playing, which I don't think he is, I don't really see it. It is in Washington, but yeah, that one I can't see. I'm not gonna lie. Nikki Bellas, he had jokes. That's right. Yeah, look. I went back and looked at some of it. Man, just get him off the field, man. Punt it. Make him punt. Yeah, Nikki Bella, nobody took her serious to win the championship. We knew that wasn't going to happen. Gregory Page says, Niners, baby. Bang, bang. Varus says, how do you see y'all season ending? I'm going to say the same thing I've been saying all season long, man. 10-7 or 11-6. 11-6 is more possible, though. I was saying 11-6 back in August because the schedule was weak. Then we started dropping bodies. And I'm like, oh, man, with all these injuries. But the schedule still was easy enough for us to make it. Again, I try not to brag, though, man, because we ain't beat a team good since, like, that 4-1 start. Everybody that we have beaten has been, like, teams that aren't going to the playoffs, teams that aren't really that good, like the Browns today. The Panthers, good but inconsistent. The Giants, no playoff team. I can't think of any more right now, but you get what I'm saying. I do think we're making the playoffs, and I think we're going to be. And look, we have to lose the last 3 games to go 10-7. I got a feeling we could beat the Colts or the Bears or the Seahawks. We may win one of those. I'm starting to think that we could win one of those. And if we do, 11-6. But I'll stick with the same thing I've been saying, 10-7, 11-6. That's going to be 6-7 seed, no doubt about it. But we're built to go on the road and beat somebody. It just has to be the right somebody. I don't know who that would be. And, man, the Raiders just can't get their defense out the field. Okay. Would a Tyreek Hill push Lamar Jackson to the promised land? Yes. And that's exactly what the Ravens would do, but he probably would already lost a step or two by the time he got to Baltimore. Because you have to be about 34, 35 before the Ravens sign a good receiver. It's a receiver that used to be good. Sean A., thank you for the gifted badge. Who else we got here? Maria Ross. Anyone on lookout for 49ers home game tickets? Unfortunately, not me. I'm too damn far away. That Chicago Bear game would be nice, though. How far in the playoffs? Man, that's hard to say right now. I don't want to say one and done, though, because that's something Kyle has never done. I know I'm very critical of Kyle Shanahan, but I got to give him his props. We either go all the way or we don't go at all. NFC Championship game, at least, is what I'm trying to say. So, yeah, I would say maybe we win a wild card game. Maybe we steal one on the road. If we could go to Philly and probably beat them. I know you don't want to hear that, Mike. Don't shoot. But we could probably go to Philly right now the way they're struggling and beat them in a wild card game. I think we can go to Tampa Bay and beat them. I told you all we would lose to Tampa Bay in the regular season, and we're going to beat them in the playoffs and get our lick back. Those are 2 teams I actually think we could go on the road and beat. Tampa Bay would be much more better because it'll be nice and warm, just like we're still in Cali. But now going to Green Bay, going to, well, I'm really not worried about anybody outside of Green Bay. We can go to LA and beat them. We've done it before, and we did it with Mac Jones. I'm not saying we'll do it, but we've done it. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't even know if Detroit's making the playoffs, so that's a hostile environment to go into, but I'm not sure if they're going to make it. Green Bay is really the only team that I would say, yeah, I don't want to go there right now. I don't know, man. We probably would, knowing Shanahan, if we get there, we probably make the divisional round at least, at worst. Hope I answered that question for you. What's up, Paul? the NP, thank you for following. What's up, Christian? Seg. Have more confidence in us, bro. Have more confidence in us, bro. Oh, man, stop it. Look, it ain't about the confidence. I call it how I see it. That's it. You throw 3 interceptions, why the fuck would I be saying he ain't gonna throw any interception next week? I'm just saying. We beat the Cleveland Browns too, man. Like, come on now, y'all stop it. I'm glad we won. How many times did you not hear the part when I said, I hope I'm wrong? Come on now. You think the Seahawks can take the division? Yes. I also think we could take the division. Mikey, look at YouTube chat. Okay. Jets going to the Super Bowl. Yeah, that's a joke. That's funny. They should shut Daniels down, says Max Samuels. Yes, they should. I agree with that wholeheartedly. King Mikey says the way we playing, hell yeah, y'all can beat us. I agree. Don't worry. I ain't going to shoot. It's facts, though. I got you, Mikey. I'm not saying we will, but we could. I think we could go to Tampa. We could go to Philly. We could go to L.A. Not saying we would beat L.A. I wouldn't want to see L.A., but we could do it. But Green Bay, nah. If Detroit made it, now I'm not worried about Detroit either if they make it. If they make it. Am I missing somebody? The Cowboys may actually make it. Nobody else really just strikes me as, ooh, I don't want to see you all. The only problem with that is for us, we're not getting anybody back. We're not getting anybody major back, like Brandon Ayuk or Nick Bosa or Fred Warner. Well, I can't count Fred Warner out knowing his ass. But more than likely, we're not getting anybody back major, any of the key players that we lost. Jay Reddy, 801, thank you for joining. Dior J, thank you for joining. Tanya, bang, bang. Bang, bang, sis. Hope all is well. NATPB, 49ers own Dallas. Yeah. 23-7 Buffalo over Pittsburgh. My Titans barely missing the playoffs again. That's a good one, Richard. Hey, man, you get the number 1 pick again. Just do right by it. Do you feel more comfortable with Purdy or Mac Jones? Says Mike, get some. Man, I can't answer that question. I ain't gonna lie to you. Today, I feel more comfortable with Purdy. Last week, I would have felt more comfortable with Mac. What Purdy needs to do is just stay consistent. So I can say Purdy every time you ask me that question. That's it. But as of right now, I'm not willing to say that. We beat the Cardinals, the Panthers, and the Browns. Y'all, that ain't nothing that we were not supposed to do. I know I'm hard on my team. I know I'm very critical, but it's just a passion. I love them just as much as you, if not more. But I'm not the type of fan that's just going to be like, yay, we won. We're going to the fucking Super Bowl. We beat the Cleveland Browns. We beat a rookie quarterback who was in his 2nd NFL start. We didn't do nothing we weren't supposed to do. And honestly, the 2 touchdowns we got comes off of 66 punt return and a muff punt. 2 of the touchdowns came from that. I'm just always going to keep it a buck. So when we lose and get our asses dragged, I don't sound like I'm wishy-washy or I'm contradictive because I try not to be at all. I'm happy with the win. We're 9-4. And please, don't nobody tell me I need to be more confident. I'm always confident in my Niners, but I'm also going to be critical of them too. When you're bad, I'm going to say you're bad. But trust me, y'all, if y'all saw my podcast in 2021, 2022, 2023, when I was on Spotify, man, I had Cowboy fans and Steelers fans want to kill me. So trust me, I can talk enough shit for me and for all of you Niner fans. Trust me, Niner gang. I love my Niners. Don't take it to heart when I say we're going to lose. I'm doing a podcast, and I just like to be credible. And if I'm right about more of these games than I'm wrong, you're going to find me more credible. And you're going to share these things with other people, and they're going to follow, and you're going to continue to watch and follow, and things like that. I hope I explain myself and you understand where I'm coming from. But again, fuck the Raiders, man. Fuck the Raiders. Damn. Fuck the Raiders. You can't get off the field and get me one more score. They're down 10. And the 9 plus 9.5 is where I caught it at. because it jumped up from like 8.5 to 9.5, and I'm like, yeah. And then Herbert got hurt, and I thought he was out, and he came back, and now they're gonna win by like 17. Anyway, I just don't do all that faithful stuff. It's hard to just say you got faith in 53 million that you don't control. That's all. But I love my Niners. I promise you I do. You see this right here? I've been watching them since these days. And a little bit before that. So, yeah, I wouldn't spend money on shit like this if I didn't love them. It's just, we hadn't beat Cleveland in 41 years. But I do think it was about time we did it. All right, let me read a few more comments, and I'm going to get up out this biatch because I got some bills to pay. Brock rushed for 1 touchdown. I saw it. And they actually danced, too. What's up, Riley? Bang, bang, brother. Moon Man, 723. We need to have a way better run defense and this against an elite team because they'll run all over us. And see, now that's the type of fan that I can kick it with. Because he's not one of the, not that you all are tripping. I'm just saying, I like how he gets a win and he's almost acting like a coach. Going into the film room saying, yeah, we won, but we don't do this better. We're not going to win next week. And that's how I see it. Yeah, Juckins still got some yards on us. These running backs will run the ball on us up the middle because that's our weakness, run defense. And in the playoffs, that's what teams want to do more of if they can do it well. So I agree with that all the way, 100% Moon Man. We do need to stop the run better, but with who? That's why I'm like, I don't know how far we can really go. Max Samuel says passion is real. That's right, it is. Thank you, man. Thank you for recognizing that. Right now, it feels good going into a bye week. It does. At 9-4. This time last year, after week 13, we were 5-7. Yes, we were. That was that Super Bowl hangover that I told everybody about. That's all. Now who's having the hangover? Kansas City. Okay. Isaiah said bang, bang, Niner game. Bang, bang, brother. Louis, playoff mode after the bye week. I sure hope so. And to win those 3 games after the Titan game, we definitely would need to be in that. Niners beat good defense. That's what I'm talking about, Robert Hahn. That's why I said I was impressed with Purdy today. Because he didn't turn the ball over against a good defense. I don't care about the stats. I don't care about how it looked. He was not careless with the football today. I love that. Thank you for the comment, Robert. Louis, Isaiah, Richard, my Titans barely. Okay, I read that already. JC, I say play Mac Jones. I trust him more than Purdy. Yeah, well, you know we can't argue. We can't make that argument right now, though, when Brock Purdy's won 3 straight games and he hasn't looked that bad. He's got 2 good games, and the one in between against Carolina was, so-so. JC, I love Mac Jones too, though. I do. And I think what we love about him and what Niner fans don't get, we love the value. We're not saying he's better than Brock Purdy so much. We're saying that we don't know if Purdy's $265 million better. I don't think he is. And we just kind of want to go back to those days where we had a quarterback that we were only paying $1 million or less per season, and we could spread that money and sprinkle it around on all other positions. And I think that's what JC, not to speak for him, but I think that's what he kind of means when we say things like we'd rather have Mac Jones because he's just cheaper, and we could take all Brock Purdy's money and fix the offensive line and fix the defensive line, get a pass rush, get some guys in the middle that can stuff the run, and we'd be on to something. Are the Falcons out the playoffs? Yes, they are. Well, not technically. Yes, they are. They are because I think they went 3-9 after today, or 4-9. So yeah, they're out now. We got that right. I said the Jets will win their game. Do y'all think Kirk Cousins? Or if you're a Falcon fan, Liddy? I'm not sure. I was gonna ask y'all this: if Kirk Cousins and the Falcons had a won today too. You think they probably should have been playing Kirk Cousins in the first place, or is Michael Penix still their future? Because I was starting to question him before he got hurt. He was kind of inconsistent, up and down. Ball placement, inaccuracy on certain throws. He's all right, but I don't know. Anyway, Quinlan, Kano, Seattle. What's up, Seahawks? What's up, Seahawks? I'm not ignoring y'all. I ain't no hater, man. I just call it like I see it. So the South goes through Tampa Bay or Carolina. That is correct. That is correct, Liddy. Carl, you should be requesting your own quarterback. I should be questioning your own quarterback? What do you mean? What do you mean, Carl? I got 2 good quarterbacks. What I don't like is one of them can be inconsistent at times. But if he keeps doing what he did today, throwing the ball away, not trying to make a highlight reel every damn play, I'm okay with it. You notice a lot of these quarterbacks don't act like they don't want to take a sack. You know, right before they're about to hit the ground, they just do some shit like this. You saw what the rookie did in Minnesota? Seattle took it back for a nice little house call. Carolina shocked me, not me. That's why y'all got to follow the Great Debate Show. I told you all. Watch Carolina beat the Rams because last week the Panthers were bad against my Niners. Watch them beat. That means they're going to be good this week. Now, when everybody wants to put their money on the Panthers next week, I don't know who they playing, but they'll probably go out there and lay a fucking egg. They're the most inconsistent. That's why they're 7-6. They very well could be 9-4, at least 8-5. But they'll beat the Packers at Lambeau Field and then lose to the Saints at home. They'll beat the Rams and then they'll go. I think they played Atlanta twice already. So, Liddy, are you in Atlanta? Are you from Atlanta? Are you a Falcon? I need to do some more. I'm going to do an episode about the Falcons and their quarterback situation because they got a unique situation that I would like to talk about. My Texans out today. Oh, you're a Texan fan. My Texans showed out today. They sure did. And we got that right, too. I said the Texans are going to beat the Colts when everybody was like, you tripping. The Colts are still good. They just lost to the Chiefs in Kansas City, and the refs be cheating. Well, what were the refs doing today? The Texans got the #1 defense, y'all. And watch out for the Houston Texans because they are coming. I'm so glad C.J. Stroud got that win because had they lost this game, you was going to hear the whispers. Put Davis Mills back in. Put Davis Mills back in. Because they won them 3 games without him. So I'm so glad Stroud was able to get that win because I know what he's capable of doing. They just got to protect that boy and keep him clean. They don't protect him good enough. Does he hold the ball a little too long sometimes? Should he move a little bit more out of the pocket? Yes. But I thought I saw some of that today. The refs beat the Colts. Oh, man, here we go again. This week or last week? Or are you being sarcastic with me, rapid fire? Cam, Niners. Go Niners. Yes, sir. Bang, bang, brother. John B. Hey, man, sing a song for me, man. I don't know if he got that or not. He's probably young. He's probably too young to get that. The Panthers have a bye week next week. I'm a Bucks fan, rooting for the Rams. What? Oh, I got you. I got you. So the Panthers don't play anybody next week. Well, they'll be consistent then for the first time this year. They'll look good because they won't be playing anybody next week. What are your thoughts about Kansas City? I think they're cooked. I think they're cooked. Cole, let's go Niners. Bang, bang. Marissa, thank you for joining us. All right, y'all. I'm about to get out of here and cut loose. Let's go Niners. What's up, Kyle? Did y'all forgive me? I had a few people talking a little shit. They threw a few shots. I guess I'm supposed to come in here every week and say my Niners is going 18-0 and we're going to the Super Bowl. I wouldn't have any followers because people will be like, he the most biased content creator I've ever seen in my fucking life. He gets it wrong every week, except for the times that we actually win. I was just worried about the weather, but I told y'all, if it ain't snowing and shit, we'll be fine. I didn't see no snow. Thank you, Lando, for the triple gifter. Appreciate that, brother. Thank you. Anything y'all want to send, man, your boy to make the Great Debate Show much better. Show your support. Show some love. And hit that cash out. That link is right there. Or send those gifts and those roses and those goats and all those good things. I appreciate it. Kevin Jones, thank you so much. Lando, thank you. Stewart, word them Rams fans. Yeah, I don't see anybody saying go Rams today. Well, Dre was in here earlier. Good one, Stewart. Why do you think KC is cooked? Liddy, I'm going to say because, I hope I'm saying your name right, because I just think that it's the Super Bowl hangover. I'm not saying they're done for the rest of their franchise history. I'm saying that this season, at 6-6, they've got a hole. They've got too big of a hole to dig themselves out of. And I just don't know if they can do that. I don't think they'll do that because the Chargers are about to go to 8-4 with this win in the AFC West. The Broncos, I'm almost for certain, is going to win tonight and go to 10-2. And that's just too much for them. If in order for them to get to the playoffs, they need those two teams to start losing. And I don't see that happening. The Chiefs, I think they still got a few more tough games too coming up. So, and I told you all they would lose to the Cowboys on Thanksgiving. They should have lost to the Colts, but the Colts keep reminding us that they're really pretenders, not contenders. I hope I answered your question. Do you agree with that, Liddy? I'm just saying for this year, I think they cooked. They're not the same Chiefs. And it's the Super Bowl hangover. We went through it last year. The Eagles went through it in 2023. It happens. Niner game. Thank you, Lando 311. Coach Antonio Fitness. Thank you. One game back in the division. That's right. 49ers are running the table. 13-4. Glass is half full, not half empty. I like that soundboard. Where you been, man? Hope all is well with you, King. Team, how to Dougie. Are you trying to say teach me how to Dougie? Fresh. Thank you for the comment. Bosa. JG18, thank you for the comment. Liddy, I said the Chiefs were not going to beat the Cowboys too. Okay. Well, you know a little something too then. Liddy, how do you feel about the wrestling? I'm going to just ask you that before I get out of here. What's going on with the wrestling? I can remember, I think it was you who was telling me that I shouldn't pay attention to certain dirt sheets. And everything was right about that dirt sheet that we were talking about a month or so ago, but Seth Rollins got hurt and they tweaked it a little bit. But I said that it was going to be Brock Lesnar and Austin Theory and all of those people. Austin Theory is under the mask in all black. I'm sure you know by now that's him. So how you feel about that? Survivor Series wasn't great, but it wasn't horrible. I figured that's what you would say. But at least you're keeping it real. It was not great. It was not great at all. I didn't even do the live stream last night because it really put me to sleep. Y'all, I think they're telling us that Roman and Cody, we're going to get that again. Roman Cody 3 for WrestleMania 42. I think they kind of told you that last night. According to the dirt sheets, Liddy, they were saying that we were going to know the WrestleMania 42 matches, main event matches by the end of the night. And I think they were showing us Roman Cody 3 and Punk and Braun Breaker or Punk and whoever that was in the black. And I think that was Austin Theory. So we know it's not going to be him going for the title. So I'm going to say Braun Breaker. Who was it then? Something, what did she say? It was not out. It's not Austin. Okay, who is it? Now, if Triple H was really smart and if he really wanted to just blow shit off the roof, it would be like just anybody. Keep it a mystery until Chris Jericho can come back. You know, at the Rumble or whatever. It's not Randy Orton. If he really wanted to keep it spicy, make it spicy, it could be LA Knight. Even though I really wouldn't respect that because LA Knight should have won a championship, the world championship, before he turned heel. But he's got every reason to turn heel right now. Who do you think it is, lady? Easton, Maine, what's up? Bills putting belt right now? Yeah, the Bills have won this game. It's all but over damn near. Montez Ford is under the hood. Dwayne, what's up, man? How you doing, brother? Why does everybody saying Montez Ford? What reason does Montez Ford have to go for Punk? Now, if he's going to make a singles, if they're going to give him a singles push, I'm all for it. But let's be for real. Lazy Levesque ain't doing that. It's Austin Theory. I can't tell you why, really, but I think that this is the best way that they can come up with to get him on television more and try to rise, get his stock to rise like they did with the Bron. So joining the Vision is the thing. Now, they should have just let him come back as a babyface. Let Grayson Waller, squash him a few times, jump him, attack him, and chase that victory and in that feud. And everybody would have loved Austin Theory. But they just let that stuff just die down, and he got injured, I heard, and I don't know. The rest has kind of been history. Okay, let me get back to YouTube for a minute here. I'm still waiting on Liddy to tell me who Palooza was definitely the worst. All of it's been bad, in my opinion. Cowboy Nation, baby. Hey, man, I've been picking y'all to win the last 3 games. I predicted all of them. I want to do a 49er podcast. Will you support? I sure will. I'll support anybody, man. And thank you for supporting me. Look how fast he climbed that cage. Yeah, but Austin Theory can do that too, Dwayne. You don't think so? Tony said bear down. It's Carmelo. Now, I would love that shit. I would love that. Liddy said it's Carmelo Hayes. No, he's a little taller than Carmelo. Nah, man, he's too tall for coming. Y'all, it's Austin Theory. Why would Carmelo do that? He's babyface now, right? Don't we have Melo babyface? This is heel. Whoever did this to Punk has got to be a heel. But tell the truth. When y'all saw the curve stop, y'all thought that brother was going to pull that hoodie off and it was going to be Seth Rollins, didn't you? Tell the truth. Don't lie. Don't lie. I told y'all Seth Rollins was hurt for real. He's going to be gone. I hate he got hurt, but I'm glad they ended that shit. I really am. Who do y'all want to see in the WrestleMania 42 main event? I know y'all sick of Roman and Cody, but Rollins got hurt. And that's what it may have to be. Unless Rollins can come back, which I doubt. And screw the Las Vegas Raiders because they just effed up my parlay. I don't know why I went plus 9.5. The Chargers don't be really just hitting on offense all the time, man. I think the masked man that curve stomped CM Punk is Austin Theory. Thank you, Riley. Finally, somebody agrees with me. Manning, Favre, and Montana had bad games. Purdy will be just fine. Hey, man, I hope you're right. Like I said, don't shoot. Don't shoot. I don't hate Purdy. I'm a 49er fan. I just get mad at some of you Niner fans who seem like you love Purdy more than you love the 49ers. And if that's not you, I'm not talking about you. That's all I'm saying. Don't shoot. It's okay. I'll take every win we can get. Sometimes I don't like going to the playoffs just to be one and done. And sometimes when I look at our defense, I'm like, yeah, we still going to be one and done, ain't we? But I'm getting more optimistic. Those young puppies are starting to grow up a little bit. Those puppies are starting to grow on defense. And Shanahan going to do what Shanahan does. If CMC don't get hurt, we can still make some noise. If he gets hurt, we're through. That's just it. Who do you think the Raiders should hire as their next head coach? That's a good one. They probably are going to get rid of Pete Carroll. I would say they should go get a Eric Bieniemy, wherever the hell he is right now. I think he's in college. Maybe even Joe Brady from Buffalo. He called a hell of a game today. The Bills OC. I think the Titans are going to try to get him too. Mike McCarthy. That'll be a good. He's like that bridge coach. I know we say bridge quarterbacks, but Mike McCarthy is somewhat that too in that nature, where he ain't gonna get you a Super Bowl probably, but he can get you 3-4 consecutive good years, and build that foundation before you're ready to move on and say, all right, thanks for what you did. Now we about to take it to another level. Something like that, I would say. Thank you for the question. Big Raider drop. I'm tapped out, man. Yeah, man. Thanks a lot. I needed you all to at least get the plus 9.5 for me, and you did not. But thank you for the question, Big Raider drop. Okay, did I miss anything? We need to be way better with our tackling. I've seen a lot of missed tackles out there, though we're improving little by little. That's right, Moon Man. See, I like how he just looks at the things that we did bad, the negatives. You got to mix the negatives with the positives. But yeah, I think I got everything there. I'm about to go ahead and get out of here, y'all. The good game coming on tonight. I'm lying. It's not going to be good. Commanders and Broncos. Liddy said it's Carmelo. I don't think so, but I would love that. Because, we said a few months ago, it should be a Carmelo Hayes, a Trick Williams, or an Obafemi. It would be perfect. But I just had a feeling that wasn't going to happen because they kind of, their skin complexion kind of look like mine. I'm sorry. That's just what the fuck it is.